Have you ever noticed how some women don't flirt directly? They test your awareness instead. Especially when you're a man over 50, women behave differently around you. They don't want to look desperate, they don't want to look easy. So instead they ask things. And here's the part most men don't realize. A woman who wants intimacy with an older man will always ask you two specific questions. Always. Is like a code hidden in plain sight. Before I reveal them, do me a favor. Hit the like button now and tell me in the comments if you've ever missed a sign from a woman and only realized it later. Your engagement helps this message reach more men who need it. Men over 50 often believe they're invisible to younger women or even women their own age. But the truth is the opposite. Mature men are more attractive than ever if they understand female behavior. The real villain isn't women. It's misinterpretation, is going through life thinking, she's just being polite, when in reality she was opening the door. Women rarely reveal attraction directly. They test your emotional presence, your calmness, your ability to notice things. That's what feminine psychology is built around. And the moment a woman starts seeing you as a man, she could trust emotionally, physically, intimately. She switches from casual conversation to intentional curiosity. She starts asking questions designed to expose three things. Your masculinity. Are you a grounded man or an insecure one? Your availability emotionally and practically. Your perception. Are you sharp enough to recognize interest? This is where the two questions show up. But to understand why they matter, you need the psychological foundation behind them. Most men over 50 expect straightforward signs. You grew up in a world where people said what they meant. Women of today, even mature women, communicate differently. They don't say, I'm attracted to you, I want to get closer. I'm thinking of you in a romantic way. Instead, they probe. They ask carefully selected questions to understand whether you're a man they can lean into without being rejected. Because here's the feminine fear, especially with older men. If I show my interest too strongly, he'll think I'm desperate. So she hides her interest in curiosity. She places it inside questions that look innocent to the untrained eye. And if you miss them, she won't try again. Women rarely make the same emotional offer twice. Feminine psychology works in layers. Women use questions the way men use actions. When a man is interested, he offers something, a gesture, help, guidance, protection. When a woman is interested, she asks something, a question that reveals her desire for emotional closeness. There are dozens of random questions a woman might ask in daily life, but only two questions appear consistently when she's exploring intimacy with a mature man. I'll reveal them shortly. But first, understand this. A woman doesn't ask these questions because she's nosy. She asks them because she wants to feel your emotional temperature. She wants to know, are you calm? Are you confident? Are you receptive to her energy? Do you live in your masculine or hide behind politeness? These questions are not formational. They're relational. They're designed to create emotional gravity between you and her. Think of them as small emotional bridges women place between themselves and a man they desire, just to see if he steps onto the bridge with presence. And when you do, it changes everything. Now, let's go deeper. Most men answer these questions literally. But a wise man, a grounded man, understands the meaning underneath the words. Because the moment she asks these questions, she's not gathering data. She's checking connection. She's checking your attention. She's checking your masculine awareness. When a woman is drawn to you, she doesn't need you to flex muscles or money or long stories. She needs to feel your awareness, the calm masculine presence that younger men rarely have. This is why these two questions are so important. They're not random curiosity, they're invitations. The first question a woman asks when she desires intimacy with an older man is designed to identify one thing. Your availability, not your schedule, but your heart. She wants to know if your life has space for her. This is not a logistical question. This is a psychological one. It is her way of asking, are you emotionally open or emotionally sealed? Are you capable of connection? Or are you hiding inside your routines? Can I approach you without being pushed away? Women fear wasting emotional energy, so they test your openness before they show their interest. This first question is the feminine equivalent of a man leaning closer to a woman to see if she moves, toward him or away from him, but most men miss it because they think she's just making small talk. The second question a woman always asks when she wants intimacy is about your direction, not your goals, not your achievements, not your career, your inner direction. She wants to know if your life has movement, masculine energy, purpose, stability. Because women don't follow men who are idle. They follow men who are anchored. This question tells her, is this man emotionally alive? Does he know who he is? Is he grounded enough for a woman to feel safe with him? Does he have standards, or does he drift? The second question isn't about facts. It's about your essence. When she asks it, she's visualizing what being with you would feel like. A woman can desire a man's body, but she only moves toward him when she desires his presence. And this question is her entrance point into your presence. Why these questions are so important for men over 50. By the time a man reaches his 50s or 60s, women assume something about him. He has already lived most of his emotional stories. So they fear stepping into your life unless they know they won't be just a background character. These two questions, subtle, innocent, almost invisible, are her way of checking if there is space for her and if the man she desires is living with intention or merely surviving. You can ignore compliments. You can miss body language. You can overlook eye contact. But if you miss these two questions, you miss the moment a woman is trying to open the door. And once a door closes, women rarely reopen it. Now let's get to the heart of the message. When a woman desires intimacy with an older man, not just friendship, not just conversation, but real emotional and physical closeness, she will always test the connection by asking two specific questions. These questions show up across countries, ages, cultures, because they tap directly into feminine psychology. Here they are. Question 1. Do you spend a lot of time alone? At first glance, it looks innocent, but make no mistake. This is a signal flare. This is a woman's way of asking, is there room for me in your world? Is he emotionally open or emotionally closed? Does he have space for intimacy, or is he sealed off inside his routines? Women phrase this question in different ways, such as, do you usually go out alone? Do you keep to yourself a lot? You seem like a man who enjoys solitude. Is that true? Are you seeing anyone or just doing your own thing recently? This question is never about loneliness. It's about access. A woman asks this only when she's already imagining herself somewhere near your life. She's assessing whether you're receptive or emotionally unavailable. If she had no interest in you, she wouldn't care how you spend your time. But when she's drawn to you, the way women are often drawn to mature men who radiate calm, strength, she wants to know if she can enter your world without forcing her way in. Men answer this question too literally. Yes, I'm alone a lot. No, not really. Depends on the week. A grounded man hears the meaning underneath it. She's checking your emotional openness. She's testing your availability. She's trying to understand whether intimacy with you is even possible. How to respond in a way that builds attraction. Answer, with balanced masculinity, calm, confident, receptive, but never needy. I enjoy my space, but I'm never close to good company. Or, I like my routines, but I'm always open to someone who brings something meaningful. This does two things. It tells her you are emotionally available without being desperate. It subtly signals that she might be the person you'd let in. This is the exact tone women crave. Open but not empty. Receptive but not longing. Strong without being detached. When you answer like this, she feels warmth, possibility, and safety all at once. And that leads her naturally to the second question, the one that reveals her true desire. Question 2, what are you looking for these days? This is not a casual question. This is not small talk. This is not curiosity. This is a woman evaluating you as a romantic possibility. If she had no interest in you, she'd never risk asking something so revealing. It's too vulnerable, too intimate, too loaded. Women reserve this question for men they see as potentially meaningful. And again, they phrase it in variations. What do you want in your life right now? What's your direction these days? What are you focusing on lately? What do you want at this stage of your life? What are you hoping to find these days? Women ask this to read your internal compass. Because for a woman to open herself emotionally or physically to a man, especially a mature man, she needs to feel. He knows who he is. He knows what he wants. He isn't wondering. He isn't lost in unresolved past relationships. He isn't just passing time. He moves with intention. This question is her way of discovering, is this man's life heading somewhere I'd want to walk toward? Does he have purpose, emotional, physical, relational? Is he the kind of man I could trust with my vulnerability? Men who answer this question too literally lose the moment. Oh, I'm looking for peace. I'm taking it day by day. I'm not sure right now. These answers tell her, I'm drifting. Women don't invest emotionally in drifting men, regardless of age. How to answer this question with masculine clarity. You don't have to give a speech. You don't have to reveal your entire life. You just need direction. Try one of these responses. I'm building a simpler, stronger chapter in my life with the right people. Or I'm looking for connection that feels natural, not forced. Or I'm focused on living with more intention, experiences. Good company, meaningful moments. These answers do three things. They show you are not stagnant. You are moving. They show you have emotional clarity. You know what you want. They open a door where she can see herself fitting into your direction. This is powerful for a woman. It gives her the green light she was hoping for, a sign that you're not emotionally asleep. Because here's the truth most men over 50 don't realize. Women want a man who is alive, not just alive physically, but alive inside. Why these two questions are linked to female desire. Let's go deeper behind the psychology. Women don't test men randomly. They test men based on emotional readiness. When a woman asks, "Do you spend a lot of time alone?" she is probing your openness. When she asks, "What are you looking for these days?" she is probing your direction, and here's the logic. A man who is open and has direction creates emotional gravity. He becomes someone worth leaning into. Women don't need perfection. They need clarity. Clarity creates safety. Safety creates desire. This is why these two questions appear over and over again. Even if the woman doesn't consciously realize she's doing it. How this plays out in real life. Imagine you're talking with a woman. Maybe at a cafe, a bookstore, a friend's gathering, or even online. The conversation is flowing. There's a calmness between you. She laughs a little more than necessary. She touches her hair. She looks at you with softness. And then, out of nowhere, she asks, "So, do you spend a lot of time alone?" This is her first emotional step toward you. This is her opening the door an inch. If you respond with presence, she feels encouraged. If you respond dismissively or with confusion, the energy collapses later, sometimes minutes later, sometimes days later. She asks, "What are you looking for at this stage of your life?" This is her second step. This is her deciding whether to go deeper. If you answer with clarity, she feels possibility. If you answer with uncertainty, she retreats. Men think these moments are coincidences. They are not. They are emotional checkpoints. And women rarely ask these two questions to a man they don't desire. What you must remember, a woman who desires intimacy won't announce it. She won't confess it openly. She won't throw herself at you. She will ask two questions. Are you emotionally open? Do you spend a lot of time alone? Are you emotionally alive? What are you looking for these days? These questions are not about facts. They are about connection. If you recognize them, you enter the moment with presence. If you miss them, the moment disappears. Women rarely repeat an emotional invitation. When they open the door, it is once. If you take only one thing from this video, let it be this. A woman doesn't test your words. She tests your awareness. If you can recognize the question she uses to signal desire, you will never again wonder whether a woman is interested in you. Before you go, help this channel grow. Comment the phrase, "I see the signs below," to show you understood the message and are ready to apply it. Your engagement helps this message reach more men who need